Does your face match your voice? Does your body match your face? And does your breath support the whole process and keep you and the jurors in a balanced nervous system so they can make decisions from a good place? There's more, but you get the idea. Welcome to the Foster Your Voice podcast with me, Kristi Foster. After a 30-year career in music and theater, I never imagined I'd be coaching trial attorneys. But once I entered your world, I quickly realized how critical and underutilized voice is in the courtroom. The truth is, you don't win trials with brute strength. You win with your voice. I'll give you tools to unlock your voice so you can communicate not just with purpose, but on purpose. If you want quick action tips to help you stay calm and in control, keep jurors engaged, and inspire your listeners to action, all through the power of your voice, you're in the right place. I'm Kristi Foster, and I'm here to help you foster your voice. Hello, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. This is the first episode, so you're getting in on the ground level here. So how did we get here? Why a podcast? It seems like everyone and their mother has a podcast these days. Well, so maybe that's your answer right there. Podcasts are a great tool for learning, for encouragement, for entertainment. I love me some podcasts. So why not have my own? And look, I'm still on the socials. I'm always on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, so feel free to meet me over there. See my content, send me a DM. I just got a little tired of playing the algorithm game. I shouldn't say that too loud. There's probably some game I should be playing here with the podcast too, but I just got a little weary of trying to come up with the perfect hook to grab the audience within 3 seconds so they stop scrolling, and then being limited to no more than 90 seconds for a talking head reel. Well, really, I just want to teach and share valuable information. Not everything has to be a soundbite. Besides, if you're a trial attorney, I seriously doubt that you're arriving to the courthouse or to a deposition 15 minutes early so you can sit in your car and scroll Instagram and try to find some nugget to take with you into a meeting, hearing, or a trial. You're on the go. I don't have to tell you that. But maybe in your short drive to your next meeting, you'll pull up a chair, find a safe space, try some stuff, get some encouragement, feel bolstered, and know that you're part of the fam, my Foster fam. So welcome. I'm glad you're here. Now let's get into it. You know what I hate? Being misunderstood. It's actually one of my biggest fears, if I'm honest, right up there with birds. Yes, I'm afraid of birds. Leave me alone about it already. Being misunderstood is just the worst, though. Trying to communicate something and seeing that it's just not landing the way you intend. Too harsh of tone with your kid or spouse that ended up setting them off. A thinking face that got interpreted as annoyance or irritation and ended up shutting down the conversation and leaving you baffled. It's so frustrating in our personal lives, but in the courtroom, your mismatched communication profile could break your case and lose you a deserving verdict. So, I've created a free guide to get you thinking about the emotional profiles you create. It's a printable guide to help you 10x your communication impact by mastering 6 emotional profiles for clear and authentic connection. I break down the 6 core emotions: happy, sad, love, pride, anger, and fear by giving you face, body, and breathing cues. Plus, I show you exactly which point on a 1 to 10 scale you should be with your pitch, pace, melody, volume, and tone in order to authentically capture the center of that core emotion. The link to get your free guide is in the show notes or by simply going to my website, fostervoicestudio.com. Don't wait to clear up your part of miscommunication and misunderstandings. Get your free download today. You'll hear me say, I'm Kristi Foster, and I'm here to help you foster your voice. But what does that really mean? Well, first, it's kind of clever if I do say so myself. Kristi Foster, foster your voice. See what I did there? You get it? But to foster something means to help it grow, develop, or encourage it. It comes from the Old English word that means nourishment. How cool is that that's my last name? I want to help people grow, develop, be encouraged, and nourished along the way. Every day, I'm trying to live up to and live into my name. But to foster your voice, what's that about? To foster your voice means to actively nurture and develop your unique way of expressing yourself, essentially finding your voice and allowing it to be heard authentically. Now, to find your authentic voice, you'll need two things: awareness and assessment. Awareness will allow you to honestly and objectively take stock of your nonverbal communication. It's kind of a personal state of the union, if you will. Essentially, to identify what you're naturally good at and some areas where you could grow. Assessment, then, is the fair evaluation of the things that you're now aware of. So let's put this into motion. For awareness, do you know if you're accessing your full range? Range of pitch, range of volume, fluidity moving back and forth through your range of tone? Do you know when you're accidentally creating vocal patterns that make it hard for your jurors to track with you and mentally connect with your message? Does your face match your voice? Does your body match your face? And does your breath support the whole process and keep you and the jurors in a balanced nervous system so they can make decisions from a good place? There's more, but you get the idea. You first need to bring your awareness to these details. Not all at once, but just start paying attention. Reflect on a misunderstanding you've had with your kids or your significant other recently. Where was the disconnect? Was your tone harsher than you meant? Was your body language off? Were you a little too loud with not enough lift in your voice? So they thought you were angry when you weren't upset at all. Start getting aware. Start paying attention. Now, most of the time, clients who are just starting their work with me will do their personalized assessment session and share that they don't like their voice when they hear it on playback. Maybe you think the same thing. When I press them about why, they usually say it's boring or it's monotone or I have lots of ums and ahs or I don't know, it just doesn't sound like me. Well, I share that because the assessment part of fostering your voice includes developing the ability to understand why you think those things and where you can expand your vocabulary to better explain and adjust your instrument. Assessment will put you in control so you can communicate on purpose. Just get curious. Don't settle for the simple, I don't know, or it sounds bad. What about it sounds bad to your ear? What specifically don't you like? How many descriptive words can you come up with? Okay, now in the beginning, this is kind of hard. It's hard to be able to assess all these things confidently on your own, let alone be able to know how to change any of it. No one has ever asked you to describe your voice or go this deep on understanding it. That's what I mean by I'm here to help you foster your voice. For instance, let's go back to your complaints about hearing yourself on playback. I can tell you that it's boring because you maybe don't have enough melody. It's monotone because you're locked into only your chest voice and lack upper range and knowing when to use it strategically to infuse more meaning. You have lots of filler words because you're not connected to your breath and you're not comfortable with pauses. And it doesn't sound like you because you're the only person that hears yourself internally. And on a playback, you're hearing yourself externally for the first time. I can help you with all this. It's my mission to be able to help you identify the real issues and then work with you to correct them until you're able to troubleshoot on your own. Expressing yourself truthfully, not trying to be someone you're not, overcoming self-doubt, being able to be clear and effective when articulating your thoughts, and making sure you can speak up with your voice when it really matters. This is what we'll be doing on the Foster Your Voice podcast. So stick around. This is your year. It's your year to foster confidence, to foster clarity, foster a healthy body, foster mindset shifts, foster understanding, foster connection, and foster your voice. Thanks for pulling up a seat with me today and for being part of the Foster fam. Make sure you're subscribed to the podcast so you don't miss a single episode. And while you're at it, go ahead and leave a review or a comment so I can give you a shout out on a future episode. During the week, you can find me on Instagram at Foster Voice Studio, where I'm dropping little nuggets of vocal technique and leadership wisdom. You can also join my mailing list by visiting fostervoicestudio.com or by clicking the link in the show notes. I'll send a weekly vocal tip every Tuesday directly to your inbox. Until then, keep fostering your voice.